Hello. How is all doing? Hope it's all good. Today's been one of those interesting days. Let me see if I can actually see here. Today's been one of these interesting days where rather than do something productive or go and play lawn bowls as I often do on a Saturday afternoon, I sort of ended up getting stuck on a bit of a YouTube debate where let's just shall I say, one of my favourite YouTube, what's the best, opponent? He's not really worthy of that. He definitely thinks he is. Definitely tries to rip the shit out of me constantly, and he's even made a few fanboy videos of me, or at least one that I know of back at Christmas time. That was a really nice one. Ended up making more of a fool of himself. Goes by the name, you can look him up, his own channel, Fight the Flat Earth. Literally. It's only his theme song is even more moronic than that. We'll get to that in a minute. And yes, anybody watching this, you are free to take excerpts from this if you wish. I have no copyright claims on those who wish to use this for parody purposes, should they wish. So I'm reading through some of these comments that I made on his channel today. He's been banned from making live videos, letting people porn bomb his channel and shit like that. Anyway, today I'm going to show you a different side of who Flat Earth Aussie Jesus is. A man with a healer's hands. These hands, these big, loving, gentle, calm hands also have the potential, should they wish, to do great harm. I generally do not wish to cause harm upon anybody, and of course I never would. Just to give you some perspective here, and for this I do have to take them off again. For the Flat Earth, where is he said? Have to scroll up. Prepared this one. Maybe I've gone to. Here we go. He says, "I not once threatened to kill you, you moron. I'm talking about killing stupidity, if the shoe fits." Because I above said that, well, there's too many comments now. It seems they love ganging up on the Flat Earther when they get the chance. Let's just scroll down, blah blah. Lots of crapola. I did answer Professor Games because, you know, he was trying to get into a serious debate with me, and I thought, well, that's fair enough. I said, sorry, but I do interpret a person's grammar as a level of their intelligence, and simply typing hello with an A, not hollow, tells me reams about you, and lack of capitalisation tells me you're lazy too. Though I will overlook it, my tablet doesn't automatically capitalise on live chat, but hey, O is nowhere near A. I've already said it's glass-like, because talking about the moon, of course. I'm probably getting off on a big tangent here, but I think it's relevant. I've already said it's glass-like, so I don't know what you think your experiment would prove, which was to get a small glass bauble, fill it with helium, and see if it gets lift. It would have to contain more than just a baubleful, though. A smart guy like you should know that volume inside a sphere increases exponentially with greater circumference, so that a glass bauble the size of a beach ball would be exponentially more buoyant than one the size of a tennis ball. Make it 50 miles in circumference, and whoosh, off to the moon you'd go. You'd probably need to bioengineer some large workers to build it for you and smelt that much raw silica in one batch, and some source to mine it all from as filler. There's only one being I can think of who'd be capable of performing such a feat, and it's not the creator, but the current chief of this realm. Try listening to my reading of The Secret of the Ages I did in 3 parts on my channel. Lots of clues in that, despite the author working off the false premise of living on an orbiting spaceball at the same time. Oh, here it is. This is my response to Fight the Flat Earth. You threatened to crucify me multiple times. I know you're too ignorant to realise just what that extremely cruel and horrible method of killing actually means, so of course I forgave you, for you know not what you do. But the spitting in my face, But shut up, Beardy. The assumption that I'm simple because I like to keep things simple rather than obscure lies and complex equations and privileged knowledge reserved for the chosen ones. You've obviously been doing a great job stealing idiocy and calling it your own. Oh, and shoes? I avoid them as much as possible. When was the last time you went out walking barefoot down a rough country road with your dog and just looked at the stars for hours on end? Oh yeah, that's right. You crippled yourself with incompetency and can't even fucking walk. The superior man defeats the inferior man-child every time. Next time, you might want to think twice about spitting in the face of a man who offers you his hand in friendship. And now, let's just read what he's going to... Ross Thatcher. I knew I didn't want to... let's try and read it without the pathetic grammar. I knew I didn't want to be your friend when I saw your videos, grandfather dumbass. And again, you were obviously too stupid to understand, I guess he means. I said we would see a second round of crucifixion, an obvious metaphor for the ensuing intellectual massacre I delivered you. Get help, you were far gone. Grandfather dumbass. Now listen to this, Cwaig. My eldest beautiful daughter is barely 22. My son is 21. My youngest daughter is 19. Both beautiful young girls. They all love me as I love them. They are great children. Very intellectually superior to even you. The two eldest are both doing double degrees in chemical engineering, if you must know. My youngest is entering a second year in veterinary science. I did alright. They got their intelligence from their father. Their mother will readily admit that. So, Chris A, yeah, you did ask some questions. I'm going to get back to them actually, because at least 3 of them are worth of responding. So I responded to FOIGHT DA FLAT URF. Oh, I can guarantee you we'd never be friends, but genuine opponents always enter the arena and shake hands first. That is all. You're so far beneath me in every way, I almost pity you. Almost. I'm loving it watching you go down. And sending money to my fiance was just gold. Thanks again for that. I think that's about it. There's a few more new responses which I'll read later. But hey Cwaig, guess what? Before we met, when we first met, I came to your channel and said, looks like we're going to be debating each other on the Non Sequitur Show, which anybody can find. It's called the Non Sequitur Show, Flat Day Night Fight number 9. Fight the Flat Earth versus Flat Earth Aussie Jesus. That's sort of the character I decided to play. I offered you my hand in friendship, and what did you do? You spat in my face. And now you wonder why I come and make comments on your channel and harass you, or why all your fanboys think I've got a thing for you. No, you declared yourself the enemy. You want to fight the greatest truth movement in modern human history, and you have picked the wrong enemy. Let me show you my other side. These loving hands. I missed. Imagine if I had got it. Hold my beer. Thanks for holding my beer. So you see, cunt. You've taken on the wrong person. Maybe I'll wake up a sweat soon. Just a slight little Saturday warm-up. You want a rematch? Any day, mate. Flat Earth Aussie Jesus. Showing you who's king.